Hey, fellow babies, welcome back to Pachter Factor on SIFTD.net. We're especially happy that we have so many Patreon patrons here, and we have a ton of YouTube subscribers. That's great. If you're doing that, thank you very much. If you're not doing that, or even if you are, please try to remember to link your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch Prime account. We get paid. Amazon pays it. You pay nothing. You are sticking it to Amazon. That's an awesome thing for you to do to help Shane.
This episode of Pachter Factor is brought to you by DeShazer Ryan Realty. Right now, Doug DeShazer has beautiful lots available adjacent to Kookanusa Lake in northwest Montana. Pull up your RV and access the hookups, or build your own construction. Either way, you have access to world-class fishing, hunting, boating, swimming, biking, hiking, and the internet. No matter where you're looking to buy, make Doug DeShazer your real estate consultant at 406-291-1643. That's Doug DeShazer at 406-291-1643.
Okay, fellow babies, today's question from YouTube from Opium Poetry 72. PlayStation VR2 is coming to PC. They cut the price by $200 to invigorate sales. Is this enough to make it sustainable over the long haul? Would you recommend somebody buy it now, or is this Sony slowly sunsetting its VR vertical before it moves away from VR completely? I've got two words for you: PSP and Vita. Sony is going to keep trying until it doesn't. And I don't know how committed they are to PSVR. I got to say, it's actually a pretty slick device, but I found it claustrophobic. My eyes steamed up. I had my glasses on inside. It was hot. I didn't like playing Resident Evil 7 or whatever it was. I played with 7, I think. It was too scary. Like, it was real. It was really good. Astrobot was good. I mean, they had some really good games. But, you know, I don't think it's worth it. $550 is way too much. $350 is too much. MetaQuest is, I think, $300. So, and MetaQuest has a whole lot of games, and I don't think that's that good. VR's fun. It's a novelty. It's a $1.25 million kind of seller. You know, I think Meta's about that. PSVR 2 is probably about that. Probably maybe even fewer. The price is too high. You're never going to get to critical mass, so the price is free. You know, it's just hard to do. People don't have that much money for a fun indulgence. I mean, a lot of people do, rich people, but most people don't. And, you know, I don't know what percentage of the gamer population is rich, but let's just go with same as the regular population, 10%, 20%. It's not 50. So, no, I don't think they have a chance. And VR is chicken and egg. You know, you need games for people to think VR is worth it, and you need headsets out there for developers to think making games is worth it. There are some good developers out there. Survios is really good. You know, they've done the Creed games. I mean, they're really good. I've seen really great VR games, and I like I said, PSVR has really good VR games. It's just that, you know, unless you have a lot of games, it's not worth $350 for a headset. Are there very many Meta, but I'm saying, are there very many PC VR games? There's Meta, you know, so sure, it'll increase the number, and they should do that if they go on PC. But, you know, ultimately, this is like 3D TV, right? It's an inconvenient way to watch a show on TV. You have to put on the glasses, and the TV costs a lot to do it. And there just never was enough critical mass of 3D content to make buying the TV worthwhile. So we had a 3D TV craze back in 2013 or something, and I don't even know if they make them anymore. They probably do, but they probably do. We just, you know, nobody buys them. It's like 3D movies. Remember that? I mean, I saw Finding Nemo, I think, in 3D in a movie theater. Oh, I definitely saw the Alice in Wonderland movie, the Tim Burton Alice in Wonderland movie in 3D. It was fun, but my kids didn't like it with the headset and with the glasses, and it was just weird. You know, now I think they still exist. You just don't get movies released in 3D anymore because nobody cares. So I think VR, it's not dead because Facebook's never going to let it die, but it might be dead for Sony after this try. That's why I said PSP and Vita. They tried handhelds a couple of times. Maybe the PlayStation, what's it called? Portable? What's the thing called? Portal. PS Portal, maybe that's going to convince them they should stick with VR for one more iteration, but I really don't think so. I think you're right. I think this is it. And it depends on how Sony is financially. I mean, after Jim Ryan, we'll see if like the new guys figure it out. I mean, I don't know the answer, but I would not make a bet on PSVR. Well, buy it if there's games you want to play, and if you have 350 you don't want anymore. Yeah, buy it. Buy it if it's worth it to you. If you're buying it to resell your PSVR, probably a bad idea. If you're buying it to get $350 worth of enjoyment and you think there's enough games that you can, then buy it. It's like asking me, is it worth it, getting a stateroom with a balcony on a ship? If you got more money than you know what to do with and you value the view, then do it. If you just want to go to the places the ship goes, you can get an interior cabin and sleep better because it's much darker. But your call. If you can afford it and it's what you want to do it. I mean, I really can't answer whether you should do it because it depends on how much money you have and what you want to do, what your other options are. If it's that or eating, or if it's PSVR or rent, don't do it. But if it's extra money and you really want to do it, then do it. Go for it. And maybe you'll get lucky. It shouldn't matter to you if it has a long life, but it won't be supported so you won't have new games in the future. So thank you for joining us on Pachter Factor on SIFTD.net. Thank you to our Patreon and patrons and our YouTube subscribers. Thanks to all of you who are smart enough and have the initiative to actually read the instructions below and link your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch Prime account. You don't have to be smart. You just have to want to do it. So please want to do it because you're sticking it to Amazon. You're helping Shane out. So I'm asking you as a favor to me, please try to remember to link your accounts. You got to do it every month or so. So do it so we get paid, please. Follow me on Twitter at Michael Pachter. I will see you guys next time.